Hey dudes and any dudettes out there, any female gun lovers like myself, along with us males. I just want to tell you guys I have finally gone to the range with my brand new Raging Bull, Taurus Raging Bull it is, 44 Magnum. All I can tell you is, wow, this is one hell of a gun. It shot very well, just to get to the point. I am new to gun ownership, pretty much. Well, when I say gun ownership, excuse me, I'm new to handgun ownership. As a kid growing up in Louisiana for a time, I owned shotguns and 22s, but that was over 30 years ago when I was, 12, 13, 14 years old. I now reside in the state of Maryland. When we moved here, right around 1980, my mom and I moved here from Louisiana. I didn't bring my guns with me. We moved into the city of Baltimore, where basically I could not bring my guns. It's kind of ironic considering the high crime Baltimore has with gun violence, but that's another story. But anyway, the Raging Bull shot wonderfully. What I found very effective was that the muzzle porting, that is a muzzle compensator or muzzle brake, it was extremely effective in dampening out any felt recoil from the weapon. It really was very good at preventing the gun from having any muzzle climb with every shot. The muzzle brake was very effective in keeping the muzzle down. It did not climb at all, or very little, very little felt recoil. Another feature that I found was effective is Taurus's use of this rubber hand grip, particularly this red strip here, which really dampened out a lot of the reverberations, of course, you would have going through the weapon's frame. The rubber grip was very effective in absorbing that. So the two things combining, the rubber grip and the muzzle brake, really made this gun feel quite good. I will admit I did not fire 44 Magnum rounds to it. I used 44 Special 240 grain, which was still a very powerful round, but it was very accurate. I mean, this is a 6.5-inch barrel. My groupings were pretty good. Unfortunately, my targets, I was going to demonstrate to you guys how good a shot I am from 25 and 75 yards, but I lost my target. Somehow they ended up in the trash, and I would have shown you my groupings. I'm a pretty good shot, considering I'm a novice handgun owner. Only bought my first handgun last December, but this gun was wonderful. What I did do to get myself ready and get over my fear of firing such a large handgun, I've never fired anything this big before, I brought along my HK 45. I fired a 230 grain rounds through this weapon to just basically to get me ready for the recoil that I was really anticipating from the Taurus. Taurus ended up being more of a pussycat than a tiger in terms of recoil. This little baby, I will tell you, was quite different in feeling. I haven't fired this gun in a long time, by the way. I haven't fired in about 5 months. And I was really surprised at how much recoil and report, that is noise, my HK-45 had over my Taurus. To me, the Taurus felt less recoil and also quieter. And I was always told that muzzle porting makes a weapon louder, but from my standpoint, standing behind it, the report, the noise really wasn't that bad. It was actually kind of quiet. I was surprised and actually a little disappointed. But all in all, I think this is an outstanding large frame revolver. I highly recommend it. And of course, me being a novice, I mean, I guess I don't have enough knowledge to tell you guys, what a handgun truly should feel like. But for me, being a novice, I really think I made a wise choice with my Taurus. And all I know is great. The range that I fire, Continental Arms in Timonium, Maryland, does not allow any type of videotaping. Some of you guys may be able to give me some insight as to why they don't allow tape. I didn't ask, but I assume they just don't want people clowning around and acting stupid, showboating with their guns, and also a lot of law enforcement officers are up there. Particularly, there's Homeland Security, DEA, Baltimore City Police, Baltimore State Police, and perhaps, you know, for that reason, you know, with criminals out there who may have a grudge against some of these officers, they don't want themselves to be filmed. So anyway, I'm going to go out to the Hap Baker public rifle range in Westminster, Maryland, and they do allow videotaping. I asked the range officer; he said it would be no problem. So, of course, I'm not going to showboat. I'm going to just, you know, get to the point of shooting. I have a friend of mine film me shooting this weapon. I would love to bring my wife along, but she is really afraid of guns. She's just can't say she's anti-gun, guys, but she's just, you know, very timid female when it comes to this, and she doesn't encourage my my new habit of owning guns, and I own them purely for the joy of shooting. My Second Amendment rights as well is very important to me, the right to keep and bear arms. And some of the crime issues we've been having in the Baltimore area, in this recession, we've had you know, more armed robberies and a couple of break-ins in my neighborhood. Nothing really serious. There were attempted break-ins. We were having some gang activity around here, but with our citizen patrol and us being vigilant, plus some cops living around here, we were able to get the troublemakers under control and get some of the troublesome families who were renting, you know, expensive houses around here evicted. This is a neighborhood of $350,000 townhomes, and you know, it's upscale. Everyone around here is professional, and there's just some criminal element. People just don't belong here, and I do not encourage in any way, shape, or form shooting an intruder in your home. I mean, that's just something that you just have to take upon your own account. You have a right to defend yourself, but I think warning away a criminal first is what you should do. But if they're armed, they have a gun, then go for it. You know, do what you have to do to protect yourself. I do not recommend a weapon this large. I really thought about it for home defense, because the over-penetration, you don't not only shoot the criminal, but you probably shoot your neighbors and your kids well with this thing. I recommend probably just a 9mm, even, you know, maybe a 380 or something, but certainly not a 44 Magnum for home defense. Although you can do it, but someone warned me that prosecutors tend to not like when people use large caliber handguns to defend themselves. You know, to me, what the fuck difference does it make? Someone breaks in your house, then you have a right to defend yourself. But I'm going off on some political tangents here, but let me just tell you that I loved my Raging Bull. My Taurus Raging Bull 44 Magnum is an awesome gun, and go for it, guys. If you are considering it, or you gals, I recommend it. It really is. It was a lot of fun to shoot this baby. This is one tough mother, boy. I'm telling you, this is a mean-looking sucker. Dirty Harry would be proud. Love it. Love it. Love to shoot. God bless America and our precious Second Amendment.